This is Speaking Challenge Part 2, Maths. Now, generally in modern days, maths is very important because maths is required for plenty of jobs and for avoiding certain criminal schemes. However, many believe that maths is really difficult to learn, and so forth and so on. I, however, believe that it comes down mostly to motivation. When a person is motivated to learn something, the person will actually learn it, even if it is very difficult, very complex. And the key point that I want to make is that correct motivation is key. Firstly, the first technique to try to increase student motivation in maths is to actually show off how important maths is for countering these frauds and schemes. And teachers should also be very informative about these sort of things so that each student can actually do his own thing and learn. And in addition to that, maths, I think there are different people, mostly. There are those people that really like maths because it's interesting or that it actually teaches them something, but at the same time there are also those people that really can't learn maths even with the correct motivations. This mostly drops down to the fact that every person is a little bit different. And not just the proper motivation is key, but also the proper teaching methods. If you simply just teach everything in a boring way, then nobody's going to want to learn any of the maths. Yet, if one teaches everything very fluidly and interestingly, then maths can actually be quite fun. In which case, even those people that don't want to learn maths that much will have a reason to learn it. And as much as I stated, proper motivation is key. I think that there should be sort of segregation for these sort of things, mostly because not everyone is going to want to learn advanced mathematics simply because their teacher told them, oh, it's important in life. In reality, I believe that this segregation should be used every day because, well, each person has his own motivations to go to school. Some just because it's an obligatory thing, others because they actually want to learn something. And due to this, each person can learn based on their own experience and wishes. However, there are always going to be those rotten sorts that don't want to learn anything. Then why should we care about them? It's their own problem. There's a thing called Darwinism. The fittest and the strongest survives. No one else. And Darwinism, as much as it may be a fraudulent idea, simply stated, and it might be counterintuitive to most people, I honestly believe that there is truth in it. And this proper motivation reveals it. If a person is motivated to actually do something, it means that they have the strength to actually do whatever it takes to live in this world. And those that don't really like this sort of thing, it's their own fault. They're going to have to pass down that information that they didn't learn maths properly. So to sum up, I think that many lessons, teaching methods, should be simplified to make it easier for any initial learners to actually figure things out and to actually learn things faster. and to not be so annoyed about maths. And in addition to that, those that don't want to learn maths should be mostly ignored because they don't want to learn. It's their own fault. And lastly, there should be proper motivation. Teachers should clearly state the benefits of learning maths to avoid tax schemes. Well, not tax schemes, but to avoid criminal schemes, scams, and so forth, as well as simplify everyday activities. Now, that's all.